I don't run the Facebook. What's that old saying? The Facebook.
The Facebook. Yeah.
Hey, my name is Jerwin Spigner. I'm one of the owners of Definition Cigars. Be sure to check out my interview on Boss Talks on the Rooftops. Thank you.
What's up, everybody? This is Bryson Fowler, and we're on Boss Talks on the Rooftop, Season 3. Today, I have the greatest honor of introducing Definition Cigars, one of the owners, Mr. Jerwin Spigner. How you doing, fam?
Pleasure to be here, brother.
Hey,
thank you for having me.
Hey, thank you for coming through, man.
Too easy.
I don't think you understand how excited I am to have like one of the premier black cigar manufacturers, sellers, okay. Local.
Yeah.
One of the local vendors of cigars, like just here on Boss Talks. Like I don't think I can convey enough of my excitement.
Well, it's an honor. You know,
honor's all mine.
Nothing's taken for granted nowadays, and so we try to be available for the city of Dallas, because that's why we're here. That's one of the reasons why we started this and everything. So, like I said, thank you. Anytime.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. So, right now we're gonna pull up. We got our glasses set up.
Okay.
You brought some sticks with you, so we're gonna try them out. We're gonna talk about them. Gonna educate us on a lot on your journey. So, right now we're gonna pour up a Grown Folks Cola by Douce Spirits.
Okay.
This is manufactured locally by one of a good friend of ours, girl with a hat. So she sponsors a few bottles with us. So yeah, you're gonna take a look at that. I'm gonna let you pour yours, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if you want a lot or you want to look.
Okay, well, I will partake.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Miss Hat.
Cheers, brother.
Salute. Thank you. Okay.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's one of those you can sit, sip, smooth. It'll take you where you're trying to go.
Yeah. I mean, that's perfect for a patio, actually. On this pre-summer's day that we have right here.
Right.
It's looking kind of fall outside, but this is pre-summer.
Yeah, it's a weird day, but you know, I'm gonna appreciate it. Like usually around 90 to 100 degrees by now, so we're gonna take this.
Take it all in flow.
Yeah. So you know, you brought your cigars with us. Tell me about your journey, brother. Tell me what got you into the cigar industry.
Okay. Well, been a long time smoker. Since the early 90s, nothing too major. You know, I would buy one of my first cigars that I ever purchased was the Macanudo. You know, something that's common, that everyone has them. Nothing too fancy or particular about them, because I would see my uncle and grandfather smoking them and everything. And so to move forward to when I became a heavy smoker, I was working with the Department of Defense over in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Oh, wow.
And for anyone that's been overseas, getting tobacco mailed to you was only one company, and that was a big one, CI, basically.
Right.
They were shipped to APOs, and so there I expanded my palate to try different brands, from medium to heavy, and unintentionally some flavored cigars that I didn't care for too much.
Right. They
were well made, but I just didn't care for having that sweetness on my lips or whatever. Right. So then that progressed, me coming back home, meeting a few of the fellas that I'm in business with right now. We were in a cigar club, and then one day I was at the cigar shop. My partner came to me, Jamal, and said, "Jerwin, you know, what do you feel about starting a cigar line?" I said, "Cool, but in order to do it, I'm gonna be all in. Right. You know, there's no half stepping." I said, "But we're gonna need some help with the people that I know that know more about sales, more about tobacco than I do. Just to make sure that we go all in this, 10 toes down, full steam ahead with no problems or whatever.
Right.
And so we got on the line, called up Jamon. He's head of finances and sales. He's an excellent salesman. But Neo, salesman as well. Chad, he's the people's champ. Then, like I said, my boy Jamal.
Right.
He was the one that spearheaded it along with myself. Then I have Brandon that came in and that helped us out locally. Well, it's five of us originally, and then we brought in 2 more people to help us because we were expanding as well, and which was part of the helping black businesses grow and like bringing other black men along with us.
Right.
And so we brought in Brandon out of Grand Prairie, and then we had my boy Zeb down in Houston handling Houston operations right now, which is really blowing up because we're doing extremely well down in Houston right now.
Nice.
And it is all a testament of how hard he's working down there and how well the brand is doing.
Right.
Basically selling itself. And so after we all came together, the easy part was splitting everything up. Creativity, social media, finances, logistics, all that. It's easy to do when it's broken up between one person, because if I have a bad day, logistics and sales can still go on,
right,
and so on and so forth. We got all of our business paperwork together. I definitely had to take care of the, it came in time, but we had the LLC in process. We had the trademarking in process, along with us hitting the curb, getting cigars out to our friends.
Right.
Say, hey, try this. Be truthful with us. Don't tell us that you like it just because you know us.
Right.
Genuinely tell us what's wrong, because we can change it. And like that's a side story of how we find our distribution and everything. But just fast forward, like I say, we hit the streets of Dallas, passing out cigars, putting the face with the brand, putting the brand in the shop owners' faces so that they can know us and trust us to order from us, to know that we will have the inventory available for them when they sell out. All that goes into effect, and just staying with it.
Right.
Staying with the people, thanking the people, because without the customers, there is no cigar company.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I would love to smoke all the cigars myself. It's impossible.
Right.
It's impossible. So we want to have a good product. A product that we stand behind, that everyone loves, and we have been fortunate enough to do that. And like I said, it's been a wild ride.
Yeah. And
like
keep on going.
Hey, just keep on. God willing.
Yes,
every
sir.
day, keep it going. So
I like hearing how you guys built the team, because like a lot of people think like, hey, we got to get there by ourselves, and it's like,
no.
we do it corporately. We don't get there a whole lot faster and cover a lot of ground. Because how long have y'all been open?
We've been open 3 solid years. So like we're going to our 4th year right now, and like there was no reason for us to reinvent the wheel.
Right.
And I say reinvent the wheel because had any one of us done something individually, the creative part of it that I bring to the table, they would have had to learn on their own.
Right.
The finance part of it, that Jamon's strong on it, we would have had to learn on our own.
Right.
So you have to reinvent the wheel. Well, right now the wheel's already there. We just have to hop on and just ride on.
Right.
And the main thing is no one has any egos involved with it. That's the main thing. It's definitely a all-inclusive when it comes to decision making and everything like that. No one has a problem acquiescing to anyone else for anything like that. If we have a problem, we bring it up, it's addressed, and then we move on. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's an easy process, but we're all on the same page.
Right.
We're going in the same direction, and there's nothing that's going to stop us, and we know it.
Right.
And and we love doing it.
Absolutely.
So
you love what you do. You never work.
Never work.
Man, I love that.
Yeah.
So I see you got your own cutters here.
Yes.
So tell me about like the step and branching out, like from you have your cigar line and now you're branching out and covering the peripherals.
Well, it wasn't really branching out per se, being that all of these are just accoutrement, as they say, to the cigar industry.
Right.
You know, everyone's going to have a lighter, everyone's going to have a cutter. So why not brand a cutter and a lighter with us? I mean, so that if someone wanted to say have a cutter with the logo on there, they could.
Right.
Rather than just having the plain one. So like that was easy. The branching out comes into play to where, let's say, right now we sell T-shirts. And one of the back and forths that we've had in the beginning was, I would tell them, hey, we don't sell clothes, we sell cigars.
Right. You don't sell T-shirts, we sell cigars, and like keeping the main thing the main thing.
Exactly.
You know, and that's one of the things. Like I think a lot of us get so like distracted because like we know like, hey, we need to put our brand on it, but then like we're like so focused on like putting our brand on other things, but it's like, well, what got you there?
Yes.
You know, so just hey, we sell cigars.
Stay in your lane.
This is our lane. We're just adding our name on to something else just to, hey, you want a shirt?
It's there.
It's there.
Focus on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like just to jump on that really quick, because it's easy to get sidetracked because we get into selling shirts. People say, well, sell tank tops, sell hoodies, sell dress shirts, sell slacks. No, we will add that variety in the cigar market. T-shirts, this is what we have. That's what it is.
Right.
And so far, that's been perfect. So we just stay in our lane and keep it there, no more, no less.
Because who wants to keep up with all that?
Trust me.
You know, it's like, you know, because like you guys have like multiple cigar lines.
Yes.
You just dropped one recently.
Exactly.
The Chairman, right?
Yes, sir.
So, you know, that's a really good smoke too.
Yes, it is.
I checked that out myself. So I you know what I'm saying, got the orange ribbon around it and everything. So I'm with it, man. Like I'm huge fan of what you guys are doing.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, bro.
That's one thing about our brand. Our first cigar was like I said, was our nobility, and it was a torpedo. Most companies don't start off with torpedoes. They start off with regular old Corona, you know, Churchill, something of that aspect. So we started off with that, which goes into this cigar right here, which would be our sort of perfecto with the torpedo shape here at the end, and it's box press. So I'm not sure what exactly my partners were thinking when they came up with this, but I do like it.
It's unique.
Yeah,
it's unique on its own. Like like it has a true definition of it. It's really defined, and so you can actually pinpoint and be like, hey, I want that one.
Yes.
You know. Well, especially if you don't remember the name.
Well, they will remember the band.
Right.
They will say, give me the white band.
Right.
Because like a lot of people don't know the shapes, because even the shapes of the cigars have different names in different shops. You can open up 5 different magazines. Those different magazines will give you different names for the shapes of the cigars. Figueroa. That's what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically.
Well, I'm ready to light one.
Yeah, go ahead. Oops. So on this, I prefer to do a straight cut, and being that this tip is how it is, you can just go how deep you want.
It's got that back stopper to it.
Oh yeah.
So you ain't going too deep on this.
Before I light up, I like to do like a dry pull on it, just to make sure that air is flowing in it well. That's not, whether it's ours or anybody else's cigar, to make sure it's not rolled too tight. So I know, and sometimes I try to get like a cold draw to see what I can taste on the leaf, and just to make sure that I'm gonna get my nice plumy smoke when I finally light it up and everything. So that's one of the things that I like to do, and look at it really. to see if there are any imperfections that I'm gonna have to deal with during the smoke. And what I say by imperfections is if a leaf is slightly torn somewhere, I know that I may get a little bit of burnt leaf action right there, so watch out for it because it will burn a hole in your clothes. Don't ask me how I know. So along those lines, and there's no perfect cigar really. So even if you are in a store that you trust and you see a very nice cigar that you like with a slightly torn leaf at the tip of it, go ahead and bring it to the attention of the store owner because they may discount it for you. It's still a good smoke. Right. So, but definitely let them know beforehand. Don't smoke it halfway down and say it was a terrible leaf.
Yeah, and then try to get like, sorry, bro, you broke that when you did it.
Well, being that this environment is all about etiquette, a lot of times stores will honor that, but they're gonna keep their eye on you. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like, don't overstep your bounds or whatever. So, but like, I'll try to inspect it. Thank you. But only put your mouth on cigars that you've already purchased. Right. Don't even smell them in the store. A little bit of etiquette. A lot of humidors, they don't even touch them, especially with this last scare we've had with Corona and everything. Yeah. But even before Corona, we've always had germs out there that people need to be mindful of. Right. Because do you really want to smoke something that 1,000 people picked up have touched before you in a humidor? And this is before 2019. People need to think about this. So just imagine you walk into a humidor, 5 other brothers before you picked up a cigar. Nah, I don't want that one. Put it back. Like, nah, bro. You need to ride with that one.
Yeah, like put your nose up. Yeah. Come on now.
And it's only because they're not being mindful of somebody coming behind them doing it. Right. Because they wouldn't want to buy something like that. And so there's never any shame with telling, just in life, if someone, it's all in your delivery, hey, would you mind washing your hands because of XYZ? Right. Not, I'll do something. So, and like, I've never had a shop owner ever have a problem with it. They have hand sanitizer there, but a lot of times they're working, they're busy handling cash, then touching cigars. Right. So just a word to wise, just be mindful, because we're mindful. When we go through packaging and everything like that, to keep everything safe for our consumer, to come back and be safe, because you want to relax when you smoke cigars and just sit back and get it. So let me go ahead and light this one.
What's crazy is like how you went and just said, hey, how you take a look at the true defining characteristics of the leaf before you even touch it and before you even get ready to light it. Everything that you just said is like, it kind of ties into like your attention to detail for your product. Yeah. And so that's one of the things that I truly admire about it, because it's like it really matters as far as like being able to see what you're looking at before you smoke it. Yeah. And with our industry and the roofing industry, we have to pay clear attention to each detail, because like if we mess up on the flashing, your roof's gonna leak after we don't put a brand new roof. Now we're trash roofers.
Exactly. Oh, side note, I know about the roofing industry because my background is a little bit in insurance adjusting, so I totally understand what he's talking about with the flash and everything. So go ahead. I don't want them to think that you're speaking to a novice or whatever, but yeah, I definitely understand with that.
No, we was gonna touch into that. So, like those of you that don't know, like Fowler Roofing is one of my businesses. We primarily focus on roofing residential and commercial projects. We do shingles, flat roofs, like the roof that you see. We're on the rooftop. That's the whole point of it. Mr. Jerwin here is actually have a background in the roofing industry itself in a different capacity. So we connect on a different level when we're talking about the roofing industry. So we just so happen to both have the same love and and passion for cigars. Because like cigar industry for me is my golf. I don't like golf and I hate golfing. I can go Top Golf. I'm gonna do driving contests. That's it. Don't get me on the course and walking 18 holes. I'm not doing it. I'm the one driving the golf cart.
Drinking and smoking.
It's drinking and smoking and talking all kind of cash.
Or getting it. To add along to that, you said attention to detail.
Oh, that's a good pool.
Yeah.
That's a real good pool.
Glad you like it.
Yeah.
That just brings it back around with, it's amazing how people get sidetracked and they will have more attention to detail to other people's things than their own. Case in point, that if someone were to, let's say, cut grass as their job, yards would be pristine at their company, but then they go home, their own yard, they wouldn't take the extra step to blow, edge, or manicure it as well as they would someone else's and everything like that. So, and my girlfriend's looking at me right now because she knows I don't do attention to detail. But when it comes to this cigar right here, to get to the band, along with insurance adjusting, my background is also in tailoring. I make clothes as well. And so I was tasked with coming up with a label, whether it be paper or whatever, and I came up with the fabric design right now because I knew that it would stand out on the shelf with the thousands of other cigars, because I know a lot of times when people pick a cigar in the industry, they're going to look at the label. I like this label.
Right.
I'm going to try this cigar. Right. Especially if no one's in the humidor with them.
Right.
I like this Man on the Moon. Let me buy it. My favorite color is purple. I'm going to buy this cigar. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that making a label would be, to stand out, would be very time consuming. Not that we can't do it, or not that we won't go to it in the future for something down the line that will call for it. But coming out right now, we needed something that would be eye-catching, different, and it serves as a double function. Just like when you're through with your cigar, you have yours in your pinky.
Right.
That happened unconsciously to people. And whether you want to collect them or not, it's like someone's poker or like someone's lighter. It's their saying that I'm smoking a Death cigar that we never thought would happen like that for people. So, but I'm glad I came up with it, and I'm glad that the fellas agree with it, because I'm racking my brain because I'm supposed to be so creative and everything like that.
Right.
I don't want to come out with something that's whack and then nobody liked, and they're like, oh, no, you need to try something else. Right. And so it was a hit. You know,
it took me all day to come up with it.
I'm thankful for that. I thank the people for that, that like it. We've had some very minimal pushback on it. Some people thinking, well, some men thinking that it's feminine, like a garter belt or whatever. But I'm like, well, you a man, right? Yeah. You like to see women in garter belts, right? So what's the problem? Nah, I don't like it.
Take the garter off like you're supposed to.
But they still like, and they still like the cigar and say, well, just take it off. I said, I don't have a problem with that. So it's just a labor of love. Yeah. You know, just pay attention and be mindful of what works, what's not working, what the people like, and everything like that, and then just move forward. So
yeah, and so that's deep, because a lot of things come into with the brand. Like how do you come up with the brand, and how you represent your brand is very powerful. And so that's why, like with our logo, we have the house with the hammer. So like it's on purpose. Yeah, like it's all purposeful, and it all means something. Like even when you go into like looking at FedEx has the arrow built into the logo. So when I came up with my logo, it's like it all has to tie in. Yeah. And you know, it has to show something that's going to be strong, withstanding,
consistent,
and it's going to make sense.
Yeah.
So going into it, how do we get a hold of Definition Cigars? How do we get, like, say we want a box, we want a cutter? How do we find you?
Well, in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, we are in a lot of shops locally. So first and foremost, I would say go to your shops, ask for it, and get it off the shelf. Because without the shops, we wouldn't be in business, first and foremost. So Dallas-Fort Worth, North Texas area, you can try our website to find the shops in your area. We're in over 70 shops, so I wish I could name all of them.
Right.
But so all I can say was check the website, find your state, find your city, and then find the shop closest to you, go to that shop. If the shop closest to you don't have us, go in there and ask them to go ahead and do they know Definition? Have they heard of us? Bring them in, and then keep badgering them about them. But until then, you can order from us online. The website is definitionscigars.com. You can order online. We will ship within 48 hours. Give you a tracking number. That's perfect. If you want to interact with us, we're on Instagram at Definition Cigars. The Facebook is kind of particular about cigar sales, so we couldn't be on Facebook as Definition Cigars. So we had to come up with a moniker that is everyone's initials. And it's everyone's initials in the word. And help me out with that. Yeah. Would you mind spelling that? I don't run the Facebook. What's on the old saying that? The Facebook.
The Facebook. I was gonna let it go.
Okay, I called it because it sounded crazy.
Damn, I said the Facebook.
The
like when they first started the Facebook.
You on the internet? You on the Instagram? I said the Facebook. Man, but yes, ain't no shame. I will be 50 in November.
Man, that's blessings.
Yeah, no doubt. So
that's
yes, I am old. I'm gonna own it. I earned all this. But it's J.O. Spipon. JEOCPIPAN.
Ology, but logically.
Well, I ain't that old, baby.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they can find you on Facebook.
Well, the
they'll
easiest
find you on
way-
Instagram.
Easiest way, go to the website.
Right.
Click on that link that says Facebook. I had to think about it. Instagram and Twitter right now.
Right on.
Just for the business owners, we went out and got TikTok, but we're not active on there because it's hard to stay on top of everything. We're on top of the three main ones: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
You know, I got a TikTok specialist, so don't even worry about it. She's really good.
Yeah.
She's on the set right now.
Okay.
But, you know, don't worry about it. It's
Yeah.
like, I'm not good at TikTok at all. So,
yeah. And like that, the best part about TikTok right now is that audience is getting older.
yeah.
So you cannot count them out because that's going to be our audience pretty soon.
Pretty soon. Yeah.
So business owners never count out something that you don't understand.
Right.
'Cause our parents didn't understand the internet
Right.
or cell phones. You know what I'm saying?
But they got one now.
They got one now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we'll have one. So that's why we have that avenue open because they're going to be the ones spending the money. They might not be spending money on roofs right now because they don't have a house yet, or cigars because they want to do hookahs and vapes and everything like that, and that's fine.
Right.
But we just have to be available for them when they're ready.
When it's their time.
And not discount them, and always encourage them. Because I know a lot, right now it might be a bunch of younger people that's like, you know what, I can't afford $12 for one cigar. You know what I'm saying? But I can get a Swisser for 99 cents and be cool. But it's fine. Don't be in a rush for anything. Wait for it. It'll all be here for you. So, yeah.
See, that's the testament to let everybody know, hey, we're gonna withstand the test of time.
Yeah, we're gonna be here.
Yeah. So, bro, I appreciate you coming out.
Facebook.
Yes, on the Facebook. right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the page. This is Boss Talks on the Rooftop. Remember, storms don't last, but your home should. Peace. 2 fingers. Rooftop. I'm gonna have to redo that. So. Hey.